Hey, thanks so much for tuning into the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. Today's Talk About It Tuesday. We are in the book of Psalms, chapter 86. And this is a Psalm of David. We referenced the first four verses in Psalm 86. And this is a Psalm of David, a prayer of David, an honest prayer. Something that, again, I shared yesterday, something I want us to replicate, something that I want us to look at, and how can we apply these words to our everyday situation in our life and facing the worries and anxieties that we have. How can we shift that and not dwell on those things of the earthly circumstances and turn towards God? We're going to be in verses 5 through 7 today. And that's when we turn to God, that's prayer. When we communicate with God, that's prayer. And you might be thinking, well, I don't even know how to pray. I mean, what language, what word do I need? Here's the thing. When it comes to praying, just be yourself. See, God created you. He knows every single detail about you. He knows your personality. He knows your shortcomings. He knows your victories. He knows your failures. He knows everything about you. And so we don't need to pretend. We don't need to put a face on to God, because there's no hiding from him and there's no pretending when we come to God. So really what God desires, he desires you. And that's what I absolutely love. So many times when we build relationships with one another, we try to build a friendship or even a relationship, and what we try to do is we try to be our best, and we try to hide some of the things that we don't want other people to know about. When it comes to God, you don't have to hide. It's actually, we should just be completely honest with him, and that's what David says here in verses 5 through 7. We can go to him because he's forgiving. We can go to him because he's loving. We can go to him because he doesn't have a preconceived idea of who we are. He knows exactly who we are, and he desires for us just to go to him. Verses 5 through 7, Psalm 86 says this: You, Lord, are forgiving and good, abounding in love to all who call to you. Hear my prayer, Lord. Listen to my cry for mercy. When I'm in distress, I call to you because you answer me. So I don't know what you're facing today. I don't know what type of weekend you had, what type of Monday you had. Today is Tuesday. Would you just choose to go to him? Would you choose to call upon him? He is a loving God. He is a forgiving God. And he doesn't have this idea where he's got an angle on you. Really what his desire is to forgive you, to express his love to you, to reveal his goodness to you. That's what his desire is. And so would you choose to go to him? And so Talk About It Tuesday. I want to encourage you to talk to somebody who you respect when it comes to their relationship with God. Maybe ask them a question and say, what motivates you to pray? When you, are there times, maybe ask this question to somebody that you respect, who has a good prayer life, or who you respect with their relationship with God. Are there times when you pray and you don't feel anything? Are there times when you pray and you feel like you're just talking to the ceiling or talking to the wall? How do you deal with that? Those are some great questions. Here's the thing. God has created us to be in community, to help each other, to build each other up. We always need to have somebody in our lives that are maybe just a little bit further than us. That way we can learn and grow, develop, increase our dependency upon God the Father. I want to encourage you to do that today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth.